Hey guys, how are you? Happy New Year. That's a bit late, but we're only 10 days in. So, anyways, just wanted to share something that really stood out to me while I was studying the book of Judges. This is on chapter 16, verse 30. I'm just going to read it out. It's about the story of Samson, and here in verse 30 it says, Samson said, "Let me die with the Philistines." Then he pushed with all his might, and down came the temple and the rulers and all the people in it. Thus he killed many more when he died than while he lived. And this really stood out to me because when you think of Christianity, it's about dying to self. It's about saying, okay, Lord, my wants don't matter, my desires don't matter. What matters is your desire for me. What matters is your will in my life. What matters is you and nothing else, you know? And it's dying to our interests, dying to our wants, saying, okay, Lord, I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to be doing this because you are far greater, because I want to worship you, because I want to honor you. I'm not going to be doing this. I'm not going to go out and do this. I'm not going to be drinking. I'm not going to be doing this. I'm not going to be doing that because you are far better and because you are my God. So Samson, when if you take a closer look at his story, you can find it in the book of Judges. If you don't know the story of Samson, we know that he was a Nazarene, that he was a chosen one, so he was to be separated from everybody, and he had this mighty strength on his hair. And then we come across a woman called Delilah who tricked him into cutting all his hair off, whereby Samson ended up losing all his strength and was later handed into the hands of his enemies. Um, and this was because he submitted to his own desires, to his own interests, and excluded the will of God in his life. He submitted to the desires of his flesh, to the wants of his flesh, instead of submitting to the desires of God. But at the end, that was when he fell into sin, and that was when he lost everything. That was when where his life just went downhill. But when he said, okay, Lord, remember me one last time. This is it. I'm done. Right when he said that, right when he died to his desires, to his wants, that was when he killed many more than he did before. That was when he killed most of his enemies, more than he ever has. Once he said, okay, this is it. When he died to his desires. So that's what I want to encourage you guys to do, is die to your desires. Just say, okay, Lord, I'm going to take your will. I'm going to take that yes and amen. I'm going to take that cross and I'm going to walk this walk. I'm going to run this race faithfully. So keep trusting God and have faith. Carry your cross and keep running.